Welcome back to another video, guys. My name is Chief Pat, and today we're going to be moving to Town Hall 11 and upgrading our Grand Warden to max. And as you can see by the amount of gems I have, hopefully I have enough to get him maxed out. I have no idea how much he's going to cost, so let's go ahead and max him out, and I'm going to test him out in a raid to see how powerful he really is. Now, before I start the gemming, I wanted to give a big shout out to Taploot for sponsoring some gems in today's video. If you guys don't know what Taploot is, it's a way to get free gems. It's one of the apps that you guys might have seen before. I did a video on them, so if you want to check out their video, I'm going to throw it in the description below. Check it out, and let's go ahead and get into some upgrades. Now, first of all, before we upgrade the Grand Warden, we do need to upgrade our Town Hall, seeing as he's only available at Town Hall 11. So taking a look at the Town Hall 11 screen, we're going to be getting a new cannon, Archer Tower, Wizard Tower, Expo, as you guys probably guessed from the sneak peeks, as well as the Grand Warden icon, which you can check out right there, and the Eagle Artillery. Now, it looks like it's a 14-day upgrade that costs 7 million gold, but I don't really want to keep you guys waiting 14 days to see some of the coolest stuff, so of course, I'm going to go ahead and dip into that stash of gems that I have, go ahead and get the gold, as well as finish off that Town Hall. Alright, so looks like 13 days, 23 hours, don't really want to deal with that, so 863 gems, goodbye, and that's going to go ahead and bring us to Town Hall 11. By the way, I really like the look of Town Hall 11. The one they showed us at ClashCon didn't really look that complete, and I was a little bit worried, but it looks way better right now, especially with the way it looks with level 11 walls. I don't think it would have looked the same with the blue lightning walls, but anyways, let's go ahead and check out the Grand Warden. So you can see the Grand Warden's available at level 1 for 6 million elixir, but he does decrease in price right after you buy him, just like the Archer Queen does. I think the Archer Queen's 40,000 dark elixir to buy, and then her first upgrade is around like 20,000 dark elixir or something. The Grand Warden's the same, so you can see I'm going to go ahead and buy him right now for 6 million elixir, and his upgrade to level 2 is going to be 2.5 million elixir. But there he is. He is set to ground right now. If you guys haven't seen him before, he's an absolute monster. It doesn't look like it from the stats right here. You can see he only does 50 damage per second and has 1,000 hit points, but the real power for the Warden lies in his abilities, which you unlock at level 5. So he is going to be sweet, but we're going to have to speed him up a little bit because I think a level 1 Warden is going to do it if I want to cut through the top Town Hall 11 bases. So let me go ahead and speed it up as I start upgrading the Warden from level 1 to level 5. Just going to go ahead and buy the elixir and start upgrading him. And now as he's level 5, he's going to have his Eternal Tome, which is his super powerful ability. So you can see his damage per second's moved up to 58. His hit points are 1086. He also has the Life Aura, which is going to increase the hit points of units around him by 24.4% for a maximum of 94 HP. And finally, the Eternal Tome is now unlocked, which makes my troops invulnerable for 3.5 seconds if they are inside of the Life Aura when I activate it. It's a really strong ability. It's going to be tough to figure out when exactly to use it, especially when it first comes out and people are still figuring out the Grand Warden. But that's enough with the level 5 Warden. I feel like we should upgrade him to level 10, so let's go ahead and do that right now. So you can see I'm buying the elixir first before I do the upgrade, and if you guys ever are on a gem spree like I am, it's actually better to buy the elixir, like max out your elixir collectors before upgrading, or your elixir storages before upgrading. It saves you a little bit of gems. Not that you guys care. I don't know how many people are going to be doing this, but anyways, level 10 Grand Warden right here, 31% health increase, as well as the ability time has now been moved to 4 seconds. So we're halfway to level 20, and honestly, it hasn't been too expensive so far, but now once we get into the teens and the late teens, the Grand Warden starts getting pretty costly. You can see I'm spending about 2,600 elixir each time to upgrade him, or sorry, 2,600 gems, plus I also have to gem the like speed up time. And at level 15, he's gonna have 90 damage per second, 1,350 hit points. His ability has been upgraded again, and that's why I'm showing you guys the Warden stats every 5 levels, because that's when his abilities get upgraded. The HP increase is now 40% at level 15 for a max of 200, and the ability time is now 4.5 seconds with the Eternal Tome at level 3. Alright, so level 15 Grand Warden is actually probably pretty strong, and before we actually upgrade him to max, we did have to upgrade our elixir storages because he cost 10 million for max. So I'm going to start upgrading him again. At this point, he's really expensive, totaling over 8 million elixir, 9 million elixir, and finally, to go to max, we're going to have to spend 10 million elixir. Say goodbye to all that money. 1,000 gems to speed him up, and that's going to be the Grand Warden upgraded to level 20. So he looks pretty cool. He's going to go ahead and do a little dance as I set him to air and ground. Again, if you guys haven't checked him out before, he can go on ground, he can go on air, and even if he's on the ground, he can float over walls, which is really nice, so he stays with your troops. Let's go ahead and check out his stats one more time, as he has now 110 damage per second, over twice of level 1, as well as 1,500 hit points. And then also for the life aura, he's going to get a pretty significant boost as well. He's a pretty beast guy right now. 68 minutes to respawn isn't too bad, as well as his ability is finally level 4 for level 20. And you can see the HP increase is now 50%, so look at all your troops. They're going to get a 50% increase, which is awesome, up to 275 hit points. So your golems can't be super tanky, but the ability time is now going to be 5 seconds for the Eternal Tome, which means this guy is going to be an absolute nightmare to deal with whenever you're being attacked by him. So as fun as the Grand Warden is to look at, I know he's a cool looking guy, I know all the statistics are fun, all of the gems are fun. The whole point of the Grand Warden is to attack with him and defend with him, but since the update just came out, I'm just going to do an attack to see how he works, and let's go ahead and check him out in action. So keep in mind, this is my first ever attack with the Grand Warden. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm sure I'll look back in a couple months and be like, wow, you're an idiot. You should have used him here or here. So I'm just going to go ahead and drop him in this base, and let's see if it works out. Now, I'm dropping 2 golems up front, followed up by some wall breakers. I do have 2 jump spells as well, which I'm going to use in a little bit. Wall breakers are breaking through, and honestly, at this point, I should probably drop my Grand Warden. You actually want to drop your Grand Warden really early in the raid, unlike the rest of your heroes, because the Grand Warden's going to give you that HP buff really soon. So all 3 of the heroes going down at once, a serious royal family right there, and I'm starting to make my way into the center of the base. So someone donated me hog riders inside of my clan castle. Those aren't going to really work out too well, but you can see the life aura is going to be having my troops with a nice buff. The Grand Warden is also having an insanely long auto attack. I didn't know how long his range was until I got him, but you can see how far away he was shooting that air defense from as I activate the Eternal Tome to make my troops invulnerable. So I have no idea when I was supposed to activate the tome. I think I did it when too many of my troops were already dead, but looks like he is still alive and kicking. He's shooting from a distance. He actually does a decent amount of damage at level 20 compared to what he did or what he was going to do at level 1. So looks like my troops are just going to start running around the base right now. And even with only a couple of golems, a P.E.K.K.A, and all 3 of my heroes left, the royal family is going to be strong enough to tear through most of this base. And this one is looking really good. There's only a couple of cannons left, as well as the wizard tower, mortar, and archer towers on the top. So if my queen can take out this cannon, I think I'll have plenty of damage to 3-star this base. And let's go ahead and see what she can do. So looks like it got a little bit close right there, but the queen's going to be able to survive. There's plenty of golems and golemites left to tank for her, as well as the Grand Warden. And seeing as I have a wizard left inside of my army camps, I can actually just drop him towards the end to clean up the base, and that should be able to get me my 3rd star against this Town Hall 10. Now, I know this doesn't mean much. This is a Town Hall 11 versus a Town Hall 10, but you can see, even being the idiot that I am using the Grand Warden for the first time, he's pretty powerful. But look at that range, man. Did you see how far away he zapped that laboratory? Look at the range attacking that Dark Barracks. It is insane. It's even longer than the Archer Queen, which is almost unthinkable, but he's just super strong, and we're going to have to see how this changes the game forever. So what do you guys think about the Grand Warden? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Drop a comment in the comments section below. If you guys want to see me gem the rest of Town Hall 11, let me know. And yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this video. Expect a lot of videos coming out over the next couple of days. We're all super excited for Town Hall 11. There's so many things undiscovered that we can test out inside of videos. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And until the next one, I will see you guys later. Peace out.